Hi, boys and girls. For our math activity today, we are going to draw hands on our Ferris wheel like a clock. So before we get started, let's write our name at the top of the paper. All right, so we've got 3 o'clock. So if we see this o'clock, that means that the long hand is going to be pointing towards the 12. So let's make a long hand point towards the 12. And the hour hand is going to be pointing at the 3. So our short hand is going to be pointing at the 3. So that's 3 o'clock. The next one is 9:30. So we know that anything at 30 points to the 6. So that means the long hand is going to be pointing at the 6. Now the short hand is going to be pointing at the 9. The short hand is pointing at the 9. All right, the next one is 00, which means that it's going to be pointing towards the 12. So that would be o'clock. Now, if it's at 5 o'clock, our shorthand would be pointing towards the 5, like that. All right, now this one we haven't had yet. It's 10. So when we're doing our minutes, we have to count by 5. So 5, 10. So our hour hand is going to be pointing towards the 2. Whoopsies, our minute hand, Our minute hand is going to be pointing towards the 2. And our hour hand is pointing towards the 7. So our short hand is going to point towards the 7. All right, the next one is 12:25. So if we're doing 25, let's count by 5s again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So our long hand or our minute hand is going to be pointing towards the 5. Now our short hand is going to be pointing towards the 12. So we're going to make a short hand and point towards the 12. All right, the next one is 10:45. So if we're going to 45, we're going to make our long hand point towards the 45-minute mark. So let's count by 5s to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So our long hand is going to point towards the 9. Now our short hand is going to point towards the 10. So now that's 10:45. All right, the next one is 6 o'clock. So since it's at o'clock, our minute hand is going to be pointing towards the 12. And our hour hand is going to be pointing towards the 6. So that would be our shorthand. So that's 6 o'clock. All right, next one. This is again 9 o'clock. So our long hand or our minute hand is going to be pointing towards the 12. And our hour hand is going to be pointing towards the 9. So that's 9 o'clock. All right, the next part here says, write the math time shown on each Ferris wheel in the blank below. All right, so we have to look at the clock and decide what time it is. So if we're looking here, the shorthand is pointing to the 2, so we're going to put a 2 here, dot, dot, and then it's at the 12, which means that it's o'clock, so 0, 0. All right, the next one is at the 8, so the hour hand is at the 8, and our minute hand is pointing to the 6, which means it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That means it's 8:30. All right, the next one is 12, because look, the hour hand is pointing not quite to the 1, but it's closer to the 12. So we're going to do 12, and then it's pointing to the 9, the minute hand is. So let's count by 5s to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Let's write 45. All right, 12:45, last one. So let's look at the minute hand. It's pointing towards the 4. So let's put that 4 there. Dot, dot, and then the minute hand is pointing towards the 3. So that means we have to count by 5 3 times. Ready? 5, 10, 15. So it is 4:15. Awesome job, boys and girls. You did so great. We're going to do a fun functional activity next. I'll see you then. Bye.